Hey, this is Michael. Welcome back to me and Paul's channel. In today's video, we're going to talk about what are the best ways to find investment properties. First in the video, we're going to cover some techniques used to find these investment property deals. And then second, we're going to cover 4 recent deals that we did this week and how we found them and explain to you a little bit more on what's working best for us right now. So first, let's start off with ways to find investment properties. There's two main groups here. It's marketing to homeowners or no marketing to homeowners. And if you want to market to homeowners, you're most likely going to need a big marketing budget. It's time intensive, and you'll eventually want to, if you want to scale up and do a lot of volume, you're going to need a team. You need acquisition people, marketing people, virtual assistants, etc. Some of the ways to market to homeowners that are potentially thinking about selling are you could buy lists, such as vacant lists, code violations, absentee owners. There's a ton of different lists that you could market to, and then you could either send direct mail to them, such as postcards and letters. And usually you just don't want to send one, you want to send a few. And also there's text campaigns and cold calling that you could do as well. There's also online marketing that you could do. That's pay-per-click. So if someone searches in a keyword, your company shows up and you pay for that if someone clicks on it, and hopefully that lead potentially calls you and you get a deal out of it. And then there's also Facebook advertisement. There's free stuff like Craigslist you could post on. I could join Facebook groups. So those are some online marketing techniques. And then there's also billboards or bandit signs. People call your number driving around town. And then for someone that with no money and plenty of time, driving for dollars, you could drive around looking for vacant properties and properties that need repair, and then pulling that data at a county information is mailed to them or contact them and see if they're willing to sell their house. That's marketing I've done a long time ago. So is Paul. We don't focus that on anymore. What we focus on is no marketing to homeowners. I don't want to be on the call with them and trying to figure out what they wanted for. We essentially have no marketing budgets, and deals are essentially sent to us, or we have virtual assistants that filter through deals before we make our final bid or offer on. And that's what I'm going to cover today. So we go to the next slide. Some of the ways that we follow for no marketing to homeowners are online auctions. We target vacant properties, especially for wholesaling. It's a lot easier to just put a lockbox on the property and resell it to cash buyers in any state in the country. And then MLS, there's plenty of deals on the multiple listing service. So make offers on them, whether it's coming new to the market or maybe set up a search criteria for something that's been on the market a little stale now, 90+ days. They're more willing to maybe be flexible on price, and you pick up deals that way. And then even if you're a wholesaler or a rehabber, sign up for other wholesalers lists, because what differentiates me and Paul from our wholesale deals is we actually can buy them and resell them as is. And a lot of wholesalers might be under a time crunch because they don't have the capital to actually purchase the property. And you're on these lists, and we could actually buy and close on them and then resell them for a wholesale or a hotel or a rental property. Same with agents. Network with agents. They'll send you off-market leads as well if they got any sellers inquiring about them. So we picked up deals that way in the past. And then another one is your just local county auctions as well, tax sales, sheriff sales, etc. They're more in person, but it's a great way to pick up properties. So those are the things that we focus on here, me and Paul. A lot of our acquisition strategy, all of them are running on full cylinders right now. So I'm going to give you 4 deal examples that we recently did this week. So the first one is actually we sold it, and we collected our $19K profit on it. And this was a wholesale deal where we picked it up at an online auction in Northwest PA, and we closed on it. And we had to wait 3 months to resell it because we sold to a conventional buyer, and they took a while to get funding and finally close, but it did. So it's one of those deals that weren't back-to-back closings, but since it was a conventional lender, it took a little bit more time. And it was a great deal still. I was willing to wait a few months for that profit spread, but it's a great way to why you want to actually wholesale and buy properties, where a lot of people that just assigned contracts would have missed out on that profit because you didn't have a buyer within 3 to 4 weeks. So that's one example that we just found bidding on auctions for a wholesale deal. The next one was an MLS property. So this one we recently got under contract. It was actually last week now. And this was listed on the MLS since at least it was 90 to 100+ days. I think when it came up on our list that we run, and it was listed for 134,000. We ran some numbers. We made an offer for 100K, went back and forth, countering a few times with the agent. We ultimately settled on 110,000. And The house, after it's fixed up, it's going to be worth 250,000, and it needs about $50,000 in repairs. So after holding costs, renovation costs, closing costs, we're looking at net somewhere in like 55, 65 range on that property. So that's a way for us to pick up a local buy, renovate, and resell in the Pennsylvania market. And then the last two, one's again in Pennsylvania, different area, and then the other one's in North Carolina, where these are off-market deals from wholesalers that send us leads. And what happened was on the first one, it was a great deal. This one was in PA. I think the wholesaler was asking for 165,000. We made an offer that this property worked for us for 150, and then we negotiated with them and finally got it under contract from the wholesaler for 155. And this is a property that we're going to buy for 155. Just get a dumpster, clean out the property, and we're essentially like wholetailing it. We're then going to relist it on the MLS for 200. And that's an example of just kind of like a quick profit with minimal amount of work. That's why wholetailing is one of my favorite strategies, me and Paul. Something that doesn't take too much time to renovate. If in this case, no renovation at all, just cleaning out the mess from the previous owner, kind of like a hoarder, and just relisting quickly on the MLS for 200 there. And then the second one is a deal in North Carolina. Again, a wholesaler brought it to us. They were asking, I forget what it was, 70 something for it. We offered 67.5. They accepted. And in this one, where we looked at the building or the property, and we're just going to do like a light renovation, kind of like a wholesale. It's probably spend anywhere from 10, maybe 15K on it. And we're going to replace all the windows in the house, paint, and update some of the flooring in the house, and then relist it probably for 110,000. So probably make a nice 20 to 25K spread for like a week or two worth of rehab work. So those are 4 examples of properties that just happened this past week on using the no marketing strategy. If this strategy is of interest to you and want to learn more, please subscribe to our channel, ask some questions in the comments section, and like the video if you got a lot of content out of it. Thanks, everyone. Hope you have a great day.